What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today is kind of an exciting video because I'm going to be talking about and demoing a new palette that just came out, and I haven't seen many people talk about this, so I don't know if there's like a reason why no one's talking about it or like what's going on with that. So we're gonna see what the deal is with this palette, and there's a few things that are a bit sketchy about it, so I kind of wanted to like talk about that too. But yeah, so I'm not gonna make this intro super long, so we'll just jump right on into it. So you can probably see by the title that this video is about the Sigma Creme De Couture palette, and what drew me to this palette was the colors inside. They're not the typical colors that you see in a palette. They're very bright, but they're also pastel as well. So it was kind of intriguing, and not many people, I know, at least I don't have anything like this in my palette collection. So that's what drew me to buy this. But when I got it, these swatches were kind of chalky and they didn't really show up very well. So I don't know if it's gonna be like that on the eyes as well. But I have some information on the palette right here, so I will tell you about it and let you know what the deal is. So this palette is $39 and you can buy it from sigmabeauty.com, and they describe it as the best-selling palette backed by popular demand. So obviously people love this palette, and they stopped selling it a while back and they brought it back. It has a smooth blendable formula, extreme lasting color payoff, and the thing that really is kind of sketchy to me is that they put red berry rose, ginger pumpkin, lavender honey, and cassis are not for use on the eye area. If it's an eyeshadow palette, why can't you use some of the colors on the eye? I don't know. It's a little sketchy to me. If you have an eyeshadow palette, they should all be for use on the eye. That's just confusing to me. But it has 4.8 stars and 22 reviews. So a lot of people like this. I just think it's a little weird how some of the colors you can't really use on your eye. I'm gonna do it anyway, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I might go blind. I guess we're gonna see what happens. But the colors that they said you should not use on your eye is this one. This is red berry rose. This one. So these two so far. This color and this one. So those four colors you're not supposed to use on your eye. It's an eyeshadow palette, so I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're gonna start playing with this. I don't know what kind of look I'm going for, but I know that they said the four colors weren't for the eye area, but I feel like it's gonna be really hard to avoid that, because those colors are like the brighter colors in the palette, and I really want to use the orange, which is what they said not to use. So you cannot use them if you want. I'm gonna take a chance here and do it anyway. That's up to you to decide. I think it's stupid to have colors in a palette that you can't use for what people are going to use it for. So I really don't care that much, but we're going to start playing with this and see what kind of look we get. I kind of wanted to go for like a sunset-y look, so we're going to try that. Like I'm thinking pink and then hot pink, then orange, then yellow, and then like blue on the bottom for like the water kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see what this turns out to be. I'm gonna take the shade Cherry Blossom, and I'm gonna use this as my transition shade since it is one of the lighter colors in the palette. Taking this on a small blending brush, small fluffy blending brush. And I already have my eyes primed. I used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I mean, it's not like super noticeable, but as a transition color, I don't really think it matters. It is a like really cute light pink. I don't know if the camera is picking it up or not. I am going over it quite a few times to like be able to like actually see the pinkness of it, but in person you can see a light baby pink right here. So if it's not picking up on camera, I'm sorry, but it is there. Since we have the transition color, we're gonna go and we're gonna use the color Red Berry Rose to deepen up the crease. This is one of the colors that is stated to not be used on the eye area. I really don't care that much. I feel like if you're gonna have an eyeshadow palette, then you should be able to use all of the colors. So I really don't care that much, but yeah. Oh. Okay. Now, when this happens and there's way more color on my eye that I want, I just take a very large blending brush and I kind of just buff it away. Buff this out before we add any more pigment. So, I'm glad that this pink actually is pigment. And I'm just gonna go back over that since we blended it out and brighten up the color just a little bit. I think that pink is so pretty. And then again, we're gonna take one of the colors that you're not supposed to use. We're gonna take Ginger Pumpkin, and this is gonna go right next to Red Berry Rose. So I do not like to listen to directions. So we're gonna see what happens with this. I haven't had any issues with fallout as of right now, so I mean that's good, and they are blending together very nice. And I don't know if you can see, but in person these colors are blending together seamlessly, and they're neon, but they're also pastel. And I think that's like the cool thing about this palette is they're not super bright, but they're also like pastel. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just, they're so nice, they're so pretty. And I really recommend using a legitimate eyeshadow primer because it seems like after I use the Urban Decay today, it is so much better. And next we're gonna take the shade Meyer Lemon. See, this color is very pastel, so this one is like one of the colors where you really have to build up if you want it to stand out. But as of right now, I feel like it looks pretty good. They're all blending together. There's no harsh lines, so I'm actually not mad at this at all. I don't know if I want to add these two colors on the lower lash line or if I should just do these two. Okay, so I decided that I am going to use this color on the outer corner of the lower lash line, and then I'm going to put this color on the inner corner. Not on the actual inner corner, but leading into the inner corner. I feel like it should be noted that this dark blue purple color is also part of the do not use on your eye list. And the only reason I'm not going back in with this pink to orange to yellow is because I want this to be an accurate representation on how these colors blend and how they perform. so I don't really want to go in with the same color twice, because then I'm only giving you a review on like 3 colors. So I kind of wanted to try out most of the colors, so that's why I'm doing this, or else I would have just went back in with those colors. I have the dark purple blue, and this one's called Casus. I have that on my lower lash line, and then we're gonna do that on the other eye as well. And this one is called Blueberry Cream, and this is a color that you can use on your eye. It is not in the list of not advised colors for the eye. I don't know if this is gonna ruin the look or not. It blends in nice with the other color. I don't want this to go too far into the inner corner, because then we're going to close the eye off. Next, we're going to pop some highlight into the inner corner of the eye, and I'm going to be using this one from Wet n Wild. This one is their Mega Glow highlighting powder, and this one is in the new shade of Blossom Glow. We're just going to pop that right there on the inner corner. This is the finished look. I'm just going to add some mascara, and then I will give you my overall opinion on this palette. The mascara that I used to complete the look is by Essence. It is the Lash Princess mascara, and it looks like this. So this is what the final result looks like. I'm honestly not mad at it. I feel like all the colors blended out really, really nice. The only thing that I had a problem with was the fact that 4 of the shades were not recommended for the eye area, and those were the best shades of the palette, honestly. Like, I feel like this pink, that orange, and this blue, this dark purple blue, were one of the 3 of the best shades in the palette, and I feel like it's a little bit ridiculous to have them not be able to be used on the eye. But overall, I really, really like this palette. So I really like the palette. However, I feel like if you're not going to be using the colors that they say you can't use on the eye area, I don't know if it's worth it, because they're the most prettiest colors in the shade. So the ones that you can't use are this color, this color, this color, and this color. I mean, those are the brightest colors in the palette pretty much, and I feel like if you're going to be paying $40 for a palette, you should be able to use all the colors. That's my personal opinion. You can use them anyway, like I did, and I think the look turned out really, really nice. I'm kind of curious as to why they said you couldn't use it on the eye. I don't really wear colors like this. I typically stick to warmer eyeshadows, like I use my Naked Heat or my Modern Renaissance, but this I feel like is so pretty, and it just blended very nice, and I really do like the palette. So I would recommend it, but only if you're going to use all of the colors. Yeah. And I really liked using this dark purple on the lower lash line in combination with this blue. I feel like they just went together perfectly, and it really created a good look. I don't know, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of it, not gonna lie. I can't stop looking at it because it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. That is my review / demo on the Sigma Creme De Couture palette. Again, I recommend that you get it, but just be kind of careful with the colors that you're not supposed to use. I don't know what Sigma was doing when they created a palette with 4 colors that people can't use on their eye. I don't know. It's whatever. People are going to do what they're going to do anyway, so regardless, it's up to you if you want to buy it. I think the colors are very, very beautiful, and they're not colors that you typically see in a palette. The arrangement is very gorgeous, and The next look I want to do is I want to use these top 4 shades because they're minty green blue shades. So that is probably what I will do next. That is pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like the look that I did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.